This is absolutely critical. In the early days of Callahan's, when things got busy in the spring, we got away from this. And things started to get sideways. We really need to make sure we're supporting those team members. One thing you don't see on that part is literally the crews. So you're going to do that in a crew rollout. It doesn't have to be as structured, but hey, were you budget versus actual? Like, did you hit your goals last week? Was there a quality score? Did you use your mobiles clocking in and out of the software you're using to hit your budgeted time so we know exactly we got good data for reporting and raising prices? Those are the things. And like, hey, is there anything you guys need? Like maybe they've got a weed whacker that they've been limping along for the last 2 weeks and it's affecting them. That's a time for them to talk to you. But the idea is we've got our leadership meeting here. We've got our one-on-ones with our non-production, and then in the crew rollout in the mornings, we're going to be grabbing each crew and having once a week just a quick conversation. The other two spots I'd like to hit on here is whether it's a team of one or a team of many. At SimpleGrowth, we do it Wednesdays, but we'd have our financial meeting. And this part of the financial meeting is budget versus actual for each mowing crew. And if you don't have budgeted time for every job you do, we need to get them. We're going to talk about that later. But budget versus actual and our quality score. Okay. And that's going to be the conversation. So I got it blocked out for an hour. Could be a half hour, depending on the size of the business. But are we hitting our goals? And then this second finance meeting here, which probably can be dialed in once you have it into 15 minutes, literally, but I made it as big as it possibly could be. This is literally going over your accounts receivable. So who's past due, 30, 60, and 90? Do we have any big bills or vendor bills that we have to take a look at? And anything else with finance, maybe tax or sales tax projections that we have to be paying out. So those are some things that we want to look at. We've also dialed in a review on Friday to set the routes for next week. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, we're looking at the reviews. If there's any rain delays or issues, we can shift those schedules before the next day. Now, full transparency, maybe you want to put those in here for another 15 minutes on the opposite days as well. But that is, we're starting a time block. In the beginning, we're getting our crews out in the morning here, 7 to 8 a.m., whatever that looks like for you. We've got this area here for our firefighting or transition. And then we blocked out a lunch. Hopefully we're eating, maybe working out, trying to be healthy, because if we aren't taking care of ourselves, I don't know who is. But the other thing is, especially if like Josh is doing all the estimates, or a lot of them himself, where do we get the estimates in? So ideally in the spring rush, this is probably going to flex because you want to get those bids out as quick as possible. But as we start to get in past Memorial Day, from what I've seen is speed wins, or my buddy Garrett Matthews, one of our coaches, says speed kills, or the lack of. If we get estimates out within one business day, that's usually okay. So what I've done is set up estimate blocks here. So no estimate would basically go more than one business day and they're getting done. But what we have here is really the secret sauce. I've got 4 hours here and I got 4 hours here. That's that Michael Gerber, work on it, not in it. This is setting the strategy and building the business. So whether you're setting the vision, working on quarterly annual plans, you're going out and recruiting and interviewing folks, you're building that team, or you're looking at the financials, these are the things that are going on here. Now, ideally, we would want a total of 8 hours. That's actually 20% of your time. Now, I will tell you in the beginning, you probably will not get 8 hours, but if we can get that at least 4 hours somewhere in the schedule blocked out, that is going to be the ability to pull out of the day-to-day and actually see the big picture and run the business the way it should be run.